A fire behind a church fuels panic in a quiet neighborhood in Sarasota this afternoon. SNN local news reporter Amber Stidham has more from the scene.
Just before 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, a fire erupted in a shed behind the Pinecraft Church. One fire crew was just moments away from the scene after leaving a maintenance division in the area, and that quick response made all the difference. A storage shed holding gas tanks behind the Pinecraft Mennonite Church on Kaufman Avenue caught on fire just before 12:50 this afternoon. Sarasota Fire Department was on scene within 5 minutes and were able to douse the fire before they reached 2 propane tanks that were sitting just outside the shed.
When they arrived on scene, they found a fully involved shed approximately 12 feet by 18 feet big. There were 2 propane tanks that were outside of the shed, and fire was impinging on those propane tanks. Within 30 seconds of when the first crews got here, 2 guys, those tanks exploded, and one went across the road. Another one landed about 50 feet from the shed.
The shed next to the one engulfed in flames was used as a storage unit. Nearby residents who travel use it to store several items, including caskets. It didn't take long for onlookers to gather outside the church. Neighbor Alvin Yoder was one of the first on the scene after hearing an explosion.
The gas line ruptured. It was like a big torch, and some of the people a few houses away could hear that even before the boom. But once the tanks were empty, that's all it took.
Although no one was injured from the fire, one sheriff's deputy was nearly hit after one of the propane tanks jumped across the street right in her path. There is still no word on the cause of the fire, but it's clear the shed which caught on fire and the nearby carport was a total loss. Stay tuned for more updates. For SNN Local News, I'm Amber Stidham.